Hello everyone, Dr. Andy here from Bell Chiropractic. Really quick, I wanted to do a video about some of the things that you might want to avoid eating to keep your levels of chronic inflammation down and that sort of stuff. We talked the other day about stuff that you could add to your diet to help, produce antioxidants and that kind of thing to keep inflammation down. So if you didn't catch that, we did that video a couple days ago, so check it out. But today, again, we just want to touch on a few things. Nothing, again, I don't think it'll be anything crazy that's like, oh my gosh, I've never heard this before. But just kind of a reminder for some of the stuff and maybe some of the background reasoning why. So I guess first and foremost, number one, checking for food sensitivities and things that you might be, have some food sensitivities or allergies to. We do food sensitivity testing here in the office, and people are often surprised by some of the stuff that shows up when we do the testing. So that would be one thing. So things like gluten, dairy, eggs. I'm trying to think of some other random. My son was actually had allergies to citrus fruits at one point. So again, some kind of bizarre things that you don't normally think about as being like having a food sensitivity to. But obviously there's some major ones, and if you are having an allergic reaction in your system to any food that you ingest, inflammation is the result. So if you're chronically eating this stuff, so let's use gluten as an easy example. If you're eating gluten every day, have a bowl of cereal in the morning and you have a sandwich at lunch, then you eat pasta for dinner, that's a lot of gluten in one day. So you're just constantly feeding this cycle of inflammation in the system. So that is, kind of an easy answer to, reducing some of your chronic inflammation, finding out what foods you're sensitive to and avoiding those things. Number two would be processed sugar, or just too much sugar, which most of us eat way too much sugar, myself included occasionally. Easter was just here. I'm a sucker for jelly beans. It's just one of those things. But anyway, when you eat a ton of sugar and you do it on a habitual basis, so every day you're eating a bunch of sugar, and that goes for just regular carbs too. Carbs turn directly into sugar. That's what your body uses for fuel. If you're eating a lot of carbs, your body will use those carbs to convert them to glucose, and you will use those for fuel. So if you're eating, a ton of carbs and lots of processed sugars, then it's fairly likely that your body will eventually become insulin resistant, which then leads to prediabetes, and then of course diabetes. So all kinds of chronic health problems come from that. Another one would be thinking about some of the unhealthy fats. So mainly I'm thinking of the fats that you would cook with. So like, bad vegetable oils, things like canola oil, just that kind of stuff. You want to basically stick with like coconut oil to cook with, a good quality olive oil, avocado oil. Lard is actually a healthier fat. So partially hydrogenated, processed, packaged fats, they're just not good. They cause oxidation, they cause inflammation, free radical formation, damage to cell membranes. So it's just not a great idea. But those would be, some kind of simple, easy things to think about. Relatively easy to avoid too. If you just replace the cooking oil you use, done. Eat more veggies instead of grain-based foods or sugar-based foods, done. Check for food sensitivities and avoid the things that you're sensitive to. It's relatively simple. Again, probably not anything that's like mind-blowing that you never heard of before, but yeah. Anyway. We're going to continue talking a little bit about diet in the next video. We'll introduce that when we get there. So at any rate, hope you guys have a great day. Stay healthy, stay safe, and keep boosting your immune system with the stuff you do and the stuff you eat, and we will talk to you next time. Bye.